Every day, more than 115 people in the United States alone die from overdosing on opioids. Pharmaceutical companies reassure the medical community that patients will not become addicted to prescription opioids. They were wrong. This is my short story. What's up, everybody? It's Unknowns here with another video. This video, I just want to touch base on something that I talked about in a chat earlier that I was in of James Cox's in the excuse me, in the IAmACreator community. Which before I go too far, I want to mention something real quick. If you haven't already, y'all need to go check out the hashtag IAmACreator community. I mean, they are just the most wonderful group of people you will ever run into on YouTube or anywhere for that matter. It's run by James Cox. I'll put the link down in the description, so make sure you go by and check it out. I'll put some other links down in there too. Make sure you go support these channels and stuff. Excuse me. I've got a playlist on my channel. I want y'all to check those out. There's a bunch of good videos in there by a bunch of good different people. I actually go to James Cox's channel. I'll put the link in the description for the playlist. Y'all need to go watch that playlist. 5,000 videos in this playlist, and I mean all of the content in these videos is just, it's just overwhelmingly good. I'm jealous. But I'll get there. It's just a matter of time. I'm getting better as time goes on. So, but anyways, make sure you check them out. It's hashtag IAmACreator. James, hashtag you are awesome, my friend. You are awesome. I am awesome. I am amazing. We are amazing. Our whole community is amazing. Vern Vlogs, Vern Family Vlogs, and I've been watching your videos, Vern, man. You've got a beautiful family, Vern. Congratulations, man, on all your success in life and just everything, Vern. You're an amazing dude, and you deserve everything that you have. You really do, man. Mike K, man, you done great tonight in tonight's stream. Congratulations on becoming a moderator. I just want to congratulate everybody, in the streams that I've been in and stuff. I've been in there for about 2 or 3 weeks now. And tonight I mentioned something, because I just felt like I had to. It just felt right. But I am a recovering opioid addict. I had been struggling on opioids for over 15 years now, and it's a really, really rough thing. I just wanted to let y'all know, there's a lot of people out there that got it wrong, a lot of people say, I've watched videos, you can go to videos of people overdosing and stuff, which is just sad, and you'll see down in the comment section, they'll be like, leave them there to die, that's what's wrong with our country. No, it's not what's wrong with our country. The opioid addiction is a real problem, and it's not as easy as people thinks. It really isn't. I was on so many drugs. It's really ridiculous. I was doing pills. I was doing $400 or $500 in pills a day. I stole from my friends and family. I stole from my own mother and father, who are passed away now. I've done a lot of ugly things that I'm very, very shameful and not proud of myself for. And I have no one to blame but myself. And I feel terrible for it. I'm a father of 3 kids, 3 wonderful children. I've always made sure they were taken care of, though, no matter what. Nothing was going to get in the way of me taking care of my children, I guarantee you that. I've always been a good father. my kids are my number one priority, and my wife is my, she's, to me, and this is the way I look at life. God comes first, then my kids, then my wife. My family is very important to me, and I'll do anything for them. But let me just tell you how all this started with me. Actually, sorry. The way it started was I'm a dairy farmer. I milk cows on a dairy farm, and I had gotten kicked by a cow, and she had broken my left hand. She broke the bone right neck, this bone right here, the one inside the hand. It was poking up almost through the skin. It didn't break the skin, but it was close to it. But anyways, I'd broken my hand. It didn't hurt that much. And it didn't bother me or nothing like that. But I had to go to the ER, of course, and I went to the ER. They casted it up. They wrote me some painkillers. I didn't think nothing about it. I'd never done any kind of painkillers. I was like, okay, doctor gave me medicine. I need to take this. So I took my medicine and stuff. 3 days. They made me an appointment for 3 days later to go see an orthopedic surgeon because I might have had to have surgery. They said. So I go to this orthopedic surgeon 3 days later. They look at the X-ray and stuff, and luckily I did not have to have surgery. But this doctor, and I told him the pain was bearable. I could live with it. He's like, well, I'm going to write you a prescription either way. So he writes me a prescription for 60 oxycodone 10s, which the street name for it is Perks, or Percocet, whatever you want to call it, with 3 refills. That's 180 pills. Told me to take them as prescribed, And he sat there and he told me, looked me right in the eye and said, these are not addictive. You do not have to worry. I'm like, alright. So I started taking my medicine. And, I go through the 3-month supply of painkillers that I was prescribed by this doctor. And, I got to the end of it. I went back for my last visit, and he asked me how I felt. I said, I felt great. He said, the hand's not hurting that bad. It hurts a little bit, but not bad. Got my cast took off. And he's like, well, I'm going to go and write you one more script of pain meds. That way, just to get you through until the end. He's like, this will be all you have to take. I'm like, alright, cool. Even though I didn't need them, I didn't think I need them. But, I've always been one of those type of people that, you do what your doctor says, because, I want to take care of myself, Ironically, I end up in this situation. But anyways, so I go home with another bottle of pills, and I take those, And then at the end of this script of pills, I get done with the medicine, and a couple of days goes by, and I start feeling kind of weird. I start feeling these pains in my legs, muscle cramps. I start feeling cold shiverings and stuff like that. And, it progressed pretty quickly. But from then on, it was a train wreck. I mean, it really was a train wreck. I mean, it just snowballed like crazy from there. I had to have the pills to keep from hurting. They hurt so bad. Let me explain to you the process. Now, everybody's different. The way I go through it, someone else might not. Someone might be able to take them forever and be able to get off of them just like that, which I hope they are able to. My process is like this, and my wife is the same way. She was addicted too. We both were for the same amount of time. But it starts with cramps in the legs. I'll get these cramps down to my calves, and it sort of feels like, like I shouldn't have my legs. I mean, it feels like I shouldn't have them. Like I don't want to have my legs. I want to hack them off. And then I get this like tingling sensation all over my body. I mean, I literally get goosebumps all over me. And starts to feel like stuff is crawling on me and stuff, And that's just day one of withdrawals. Day two is pretty bad. You get bad diarrhea. You get sweats really bad. You cannot sleep at night. You can't even lay down. You can't even stand for your body to touch anything because you can't stand the way it feels. And it's just a terrible feeling. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I guarantee you that. I don't want to drag this on too long and stuff. I just wanted to give a basic description of what I went through. A lot of people's going through this right now, and I feel sorry for them. Thank the good Lord today, I am in a rehab center, and I have been for almost the last year. But let me explain that to you too. The rehab center I go to, which is almost an hour away from where I live, it's a long drive, but it's well worth it. My insurance covers the cost of my doctor's visit, but I had to pay $200 a week for my medicine, just so I don't, just for withdrawal symptoms. The medicine I take is Suboxone. It's an 8 milligram sublingual strip that I had to put two underneath my tongue every morning and let them dissolve. I think I got a wrapper here somewhere because I had to keep them here. I keep them in my room and keep them locked up so my kids don't get them. But my kids know better anyways because I talked to them about this problem. I can't show that because it's got my name and everything. Well, everybody knows my name, but it's got my address and stuff on it. But anyways, it's Suboxone. You can look it up. It's a sublingual strip. It's 8 milligram. But what it is it has what the heck's it called? Butyrophen and naloxone in it. Also, you can call it Narcan if you want to. The butyrophen is actually an opioid. It's basically painkillers that they're giving you. But the naloxone, is like a reversal drug. It makes it to where you basically can't overdose on drugs. It reverses the effects of them. So, it doesn't get you high. It just makes you be able to have a normal life. You don't hurt. You feel normal. You can do things without having to worry about being high. But I have to go to the doctor every week. It costs me $200 a week to go. That's $800 a month. It costs a lot of money. It costs me over half of my yearly salary just for me and my wife to get help. And the government's not doing nothing to help nobody. They really aren't. They don't care. There's government officials out there and agencies out there that do care. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not enough is getting done. Like in my home state, Tennessee, Medicaid is the insurance I got. It's a government insurance because I can't afford to pay for insurance. I'm just a small town dairy farmer. I can't afford a lot. They won't cover my Suboxone cost. They will, like methadone and stuff like that, but methadone doesn't help me. It won't work. I wish it did because I would use it instead of Suboxone, but it doesn't. It's very expensive, but I would rather pay the money, work my ass off, and pay for this than be hooked on drugs, risk my life of ODing and my kids having to go on without their father or their mother, for that fact. I used to get up every morning. Me and my wife, we would be up all night, running all day just to find a drug, just to find a pill. We would go all day selling drugs, as many as we could, just so we could get high ourselves. We would be out 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning selling pills just so we could make enough money to buy a pill. Okay, it was terrible. It really was. I have forgiven myself and my mama and my daddy, God rest her soul, I was taking care of them and everything else, but there is no excuse for my behavior. I chose what I done. I wasn't strong enough to fight it. was very hard. I just wasn't strong enough, and I am now, though. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. I hope to be off Suboxone within 2 to 3 years. Some people have to be on it for the rest of their life, though, and that's a terrible thing. I'm hoping that's not the case for me. But I could have my strips with me, and I could even think about being out, and I'll start feeling withdrawals. It's just the weirdest thing ever. I mean, you really don't understand unless you go through it, and I hope to God no one else has to, even though I know they will have to. My mom and dad died 8 months apart. My mom died of COPD, which is from smoking cigarettes, and my dad, he died of diabetes and stuff. It's just, they were both in terrible shape, and, I took care of them for the longest. My brothers and sisters really didn't help me out. My younger brother did, but that's it. I mean, him and my wife, they helped out a lot, but it was just so much on my plate at once, and the stress and everything just caught up with me. I mean, I was pounding hard drugs for the longest, but like I said, thank the good Lord, I finally got the courage enough to go to a clinic and get help. But I remember being out all night, me and my wife trying to find drugs, and we'd get high and we'd be all happy. We'd talk about quitting while we was high, but when we wasn't high, all we wanted to do was get high. But I would go to bed that night high, feeling great, happy as hell, because I felt good. I'd wake up the next morning, and I remember, still to this day, every time I would open my eyes, the first thing I would see is my family portrait of me, my wife, and my 3 children. I would stare at that picture, and I would start crying because of what I was doing to my own family. I knew what I was doing was terrible, but the only thing that I cared about was pills. That was it. I knew what I was doing was not good for me, or my kids, or my wife. Finally, I get a good job, settle down and stuff, and I told my wife, I come home one day because we were doing without, and I was hurting really bad. And I come home, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I think we need to get help. I was like, I really do. I was like, let's call some doctors to see if we can get somebody to help us. So, that very next day, we called a doctor. We found one near where we live at. They made his appointment, and I remember the first time we went, I was so nervous because, I felt so ashamed of what I had become and who I was, and I knew, to society, I was a bad person. I was a bad person. I was a thief, a liar, a master manipulator. And I didn't even want to be. It's not what I wanted. I turned into a monster. But let me tell you this. That monster that was growing inside of me, I took it by the horns, and I took him down, and I'm holding him down to this day, and I'm going to continue to hold him down until the day that he dies, because I am not going to let an opioid killer take over my life and ruin my life and my family. I'm not going to do it. And here's a message out there to everyone. Friends, I love every one of you in this group. I do. The hashtag IAmACreator group. James Cox, man, I love you, brother. I really do. Vern, I love you too, man. Y'all are such great supporters. You guys are the best. Amy K Makeup, Hazzell Urey. I can't remember everybody's name. I'm sorry, but man, I love every one of y'all. I really do. I hope y'all watch this video in full and really get the message. I mean, you don't have to, of course, but I appreciate the support. Everybody showed me so much love in this community, and I just felt like I had to come out with it. I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna tell short stories on it and stuff, my experiences and stuff. But I just wanted to, talk a little bit about that, give y'all sort of a crack the door open a little bit, we can say. I hope none of y'all change y'all's perspective on what y'all think of me because of this. I'm not a bad person. I am a good person. And I hope that, y'all can still respect me after this. But I'm going to end it here, guys, and I thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to me, and thank you everyone for the support online. Thank you so much. You've been more than great to me for no reason. We don't even know each other, and here you are supporting me, congratulating me because I'm fighting the monster that's trying to kill me. Thank you for everything. I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart, and God bless every single one of you. But this is the unknowns right here. An ex-opioid addict trying to gain support on YouTube. And James Cox, man, if it wasn't for you, buddy, I wouldn't be able to do it. Or any of you guys. I mean, everyone. I mean, it's not just James. I mean, James has done an amazing thing by creating this community. And all these people that are in these streams and follow me and follow everybody else, man, you guys make it happen. Like James would say, hashtag, y'all are awesome. You are awesome. We are awesome. I am awesome. But I'm going to end it there, guys. I just want to thank every one of y'all. If y'all have any questions, or if anybody else is struggling with this kind of problem, send me a private message on Twitter. I am here to help you. I can help you. I'll talk to you. I'll do whatever I can to help you. So please do not hesitate to message me. Do not be ashamed. It's just going to weigh you down more. That's the monster holding you back from getting where you need to be in life. So please, if you need any kind of advice, assistance, or anything, I'll do anything I can to help you. Do not hesitate to ask me, please. But I'm going to end it right there, guys. I love everyone. I love all y'all. God bless each and every one of you. This is the unknowns. Peace.